Hello, my lovely little artists. Today we're going to be drawing an elephant together. Now we want it to be big. We want it to take up almost the whole page. So, to remind myself of that, kind of like in the middle of this piece of paper, which is laid out horizontally, I'm going to draw a dot near one edge and a dot near the other edge. They're very close to the sides, okay? And I want my elephant to be big enough so that his trunk is touching this dot and his tail is touching this dot. That's going to be a big elephant. Okay, let's start with the head. So I'm going to start up here, a little bit above our dot on the right side. Okay, I'm going to start with a curve that goes up for the top of the head, and down, and it's going to curve back up. So this is going to be the head, and this will be the top of his trunk. Let's keep going on that trunk. I'm going to make a bump and another bump, almost like I'm making a heart, but I'm not going to finish it off. Then I'll make another line that follows that one up, and I'll stop about halfway up, right about there. Now I'm going to add a tusk. So it's going to go out in kind of a curve. I'm going to stop and go right back in so that it becomes sort of this curve, long V shape. Now, this line right here is the trunk that's behind the tusk. So I don't need this line. I'm going to erase it. And we're going to come across a couple points like that that are easier to just draw first and then erase. Let's make his cheek where the trunk is coming out of, and give him a little eye. Now I'm going to keep his eye simple. I'm just going to make it a little dot. If you want to make his eye a little bit more complicated than that, maybe you want to give him some eyelashes, that's totally fine. Let's make an ear. Elephant ears are big and wobbly and wrinkly. I like to make them kind of like a triangle shape, but a little bit wrinkly on the sides. Okay, so now we have most of the head done. Let's finish it off with a line that goes from the trunk, curves down, and back up until you hit the ear for his chin. Now I'm going to make the body of the elephant. So I'm going to start here, up at the ear. I'm going to curve back, almost straight, but then I'm going to curve down until I get near the bottom of the paper. Now, at the bottom of that line, I'm going to draw a line that comes towards the front, like towards the head a little bit, and then come up and hook over. Okay, so that's the bottom of his foot and the front of his foot. We have one foot. We're going to do something similar on the front of the body. So I'm going to draw a line that comes down from the head. I try to make it level with that back foot. So I'm going to draw a line that goes back a little bit, and then one that comes up and hooks over inwards towards the belly. In fact, let's finish off that belly. Now if I drew my belly line way up here, my elephant might look a little bit thin. Most elephants have kind of a round, jolly belly on them, so I'm going to draw a bump that comes down a little bit further. That way he doesn't look too thin, like he might not be getting enough food. I want him to be a healthy elephant. So we have 1, 2 legs. If we stopped here, we could pretend that the other legs are behind those ones, but I want the elephant to look like he's walking. So I'm going to add another leg here that's bent at the knee. So it goes down and out. Now there's the bottom of the foot, and just connect it back. And I'm just going to pretend that the rest is behind this one so you can't see all of it. Okay? Back here at the back, I'm going to draw a line that curves down and out. This is going to be the last foot. The bottom of that foot is going to be on an angle here. And then it comes up and hides behind the other leg. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4 feet. Now we've got almost all of our elephant done. Let's give him a tail. Elephants have skinny, long tails. So I'm going to do 2 lines that are really close together. That first one follows the second one like a path. And then they have a tuft of fur on the edge of it, kind of like hair. So I'm going to make sort of a teardrop shape, and it can be a little bit ruffled, that's okay. Most elephants have little toenails. So I'm going to draw 3 little bumps on their feet to be their toes. Okay. Now our elephant is complete, but we don't have to stop here. We're going to decorate our elephants with patterns and really cool colors and stuff. So I'm going to put a blanket on my elephant that I can decorate, and maybe I'll give him a headpiece that'll be kind of like a hat later on. So I'm going to add some more details on this. Feel free to decorate your elephant differently, but I do want to see some patterns incorporated in there. All right, have fun with it, guys.